bad. Motherfuckers wanna hate when you doing good. Ain't nobody give a fuck when you doing bad.
I'm on my grind.
Ain't nobody give a fuck when you doing bad. Motherfuckers wanna hate when you doing.
Back in your computer screens for episode 15, Beyond the Gloves and Tape. I'm Rob on Combat. That's Josh Imola. We're back, yo. What's going on, buddy?
Not much, bro. Not much. I'm excited.
Man, we got a loaded show today, like always, but this one's actually a little more jam-packed than usual, so let's get right into it with our sponsor, Charlie Covers Sports Advisors. You can hit him up on Instagram with the same name right now, with the hashtag BTGAT in his inbox, on his pictures, whatever. You'll get 50% or 30% off all pick packages for the entire month. Go win some money.
Fuck yeah. Everybody loves winning money, right, Rob?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Loaded show. What are we going to start with, bro?
I don't know. Let's talk about Kane. That's
You
want
wanna
to
talk about Kane?
Yeah, let's get the elephant out of the room because everyone's talking about it right now.
Dude.
What happened, bro? What happened, bro? Like, I get it.
I get the story, but to that extent
you just
where you
ruined
have
your
them
whole
in
life.
the car,
Yeah,
like,
just beat the
the
shit
story, yeah, the story coming out right now, man, it's a little bit,
First off, I want to say I feel for Kane. Prayers
Yeah.
for him and his family.
but
Oh, man, I feel so
What
bad
the
for him.
hell
I really
is-
do. Because I get it. Because, like, I get the rage he's probably feeling. But first, before we talk about, get really into that, I wanted to say that throughout this whole thing, the victim has remained nameless. I love that. We don't even know if it's, like, Kane's son or anything. I love that. He doesn't need to be involved. Like, I feel like this is just a big mess as it is. But no, fuck. I don't even know what to say. I mean, he's facing 23 years, something like that.
yeah, something like that. That's crazy, though, man.
No bail, done,
Like-
over. I get it. I mean, I get both sides of that. Like, you just that was near a school. You're shooting in public. You didn't even shoot the victim. You shot someone else. I mean, dude, not the victim. I shouldn't say the suspect. No, definitely not. I don't want to call him a victim.
It's a career tarnish. Like, that guy could have came back, definitely.
Yeah, I don't see. Well, I don't think if he gets out, or like if he gets out without any jail time, no, because like, you can't hold that against him, right?
No,
Like,
but
but I don't see him getting away from that. You gotta at least think he's gonna do 10.
I think maybe 5, 10, yeah.
You gotta think like, and that's minimal. That's like wishful thinking right
Yeah.
now. You know, like they could throw the book at him easily. There's a lot of evidence against him.
You never know. There's no way you could OJ this one.
Oh no. 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 That's not happening. I will tell you right now that is not gonna happen. I mean, yo. See, the thing, you can say what you want about OJ, but OJ never got on camera shooting at anybody. Well, actually, that's not true. That's why he's in jail right now. 'Cause he is on camera shooting at. But yeah.
It's
Ouch.
crazy.
I'm talking
though.
about with the Nicole. You know what I'm saying? Like in that case.
Yeah.
There's no camera or video evidence of him doing anything, and this is not that.
Yeah,
this is.
this is something crazy.
I seen the video. It's pretty damning. You didn't see any shooting, but you seen the bullet holes
Yeah.
very clearly. Kane was very aggressively driving after him. It's pretty hard to dismiss that one.
So we're gonna switch up. Colby Masvidal. I found this very interesting because when it went to decision, I always love hearing the scorecards. I had one judge give Masvidal 44, another one gave him 45, another one gave him 46.
I agree with the last one.
And across the whole list on the other side, it was 250s and a 49.
Wrong. Except for the 40. Like the one judge was watching the right fight. No, right there. 49-46. You got to give George a round. He dropped him, right? Like, not 10-8 because he didn't really like hurt him. But I would give him that round for sure. And you could put the argument for 10-8, but like I'm not. I wasn't there, and I don't blame that judge for that either. 49-46. What's wrong with that? Like, he clearly won the fight.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, no one's taking that away from him, but like you're just disrespecting the man at that point. Kicking him when he's down. Like, I didn't see a 10-8 round in there from either side. I thought Colby dominated, but that doesn't mean a 10-8. I mean, like, he controlled the fight.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a domination. It was, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like there was no round that was overwhelming, but all the rounds kind of made it dominating. If that makes sense? Like,
It does make sense.
There's no way there was a 10-8 round I seen at all.
And you can see
George
this
has moments in it, like a few rounds. You
and
know,
this
it
was
wasn't
like
just one round. Like,
and watching this card, I didn't actually. I'm gonna be very vocal about this. I didn't like the judging. Like another fight that caught
oh
my
no, it was
eye.
terrible all night.
That caught my eye was Bryce Mitchell and Barboza. I agree with that.
decision,
I
yeah, I
agree
know.
with the decision, but then you read the cards again. All
Eights.
three scored on a 30, but you have again 25, 26, 27.
They're going crazy with these 10-8s, man. I don't get it.
I
know.
don't understand
It should be
how
30,
you can get
30
all
27. 30 27. What's wrong with that? Like that's 10 10 10 like or 10 9 10 9 10 9. That makes sense, right? Like cuz like I didn't think Barboza won a round. Well, you know what? That first round was close. I will say that. The first round was a lot closer than the second and third. But
Yeah, but that's what that card says. So the one
Yeah,
judge scores it at 30-25, so that means he gave him 2 8 rounds.
oh
at
yeah.
09.
No, those other see that again, two judges weren't watching the fight. One was. I mean, that third one kind of I make sense. I would give Bryce the first round, but like I wouldn't be mad if someone said Edson won the first round either. That was a close round. Like those leg kicks were dominating. Like those are not dominating, but devastating.
Yeah.
I like those. Anytime any fight with Edson Barboza, he makes me cringe with those leg kicks, man. They're devastating. Actually, when Edson's coach said stop throwing the leg kicks, he's gonna take you down. I was like, oh, thank God. This is because I don't think I like Bryce. I don't want you to break a leg, bro. Like, those are devastating.
But he got out of there. He got the decision win, and then
Rightfully earned too. I thought he
Yeah.
was looking for the finish. He was looking good all night long.
And then we go to the co-main was DeSantos and Bucano.
Wow, what a fight, man! Mayo Kano looked fantastic in the third round, right? Like I thought he was done after the second. You know, he
Yeah.
was getting mauled. He looked done. He looked drowned, and then he got that second win. The commentators were calling for the towel. I agree. In that moment, I would have called for the towel too. But then you see him in the third round, it's like a completely different fighter.
Yeah.
It was like, what happened to you? Like,
So
you
he
were just
wins
out, but now you're back. So.
He wins the third or fourth round, whatever round. Well, I can't actually remember. But at the same time, I'm gonna be really mad. I was mad with this judging all night. And again, a judge scores at 50-44, and it's like, yeah, okay, that's not happening. I gotta see DeSantos with a 9 in there.
Yeah,
Like you can't give him a 50.
Yeah, no. DeSantos looked great though.
He did. Yeah,
I'm
not.
I
I'm
can't
not trying
believe
to
it was
take
a
him away
5-rounder either, right? Like that's weird because he took the fight on 2 weeks' notice and he still took the 5-rounder. That to me, like, good for you, man. Like,
Do you think that was like Dana White seeing if he still got it kind of in him to go to the
for
title
RDA, yeah,
round
but
and-
I'm talking about more personally. I was more impressed with Moyo Kano the way he was able to hold in there for 5 rounds. You know, you made it to the decision on 2 weeks' notice. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And yeah, Dos Anjos is for real still, and I think he's right up there now. I don't know why no one's talking about the Islam fight right now. That's the fight to make.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're serious about Conor getting the next fight, right? I don't agree with that, but like if that's the way we're going, then let's just book. So we're going winner Charles Gaethje Conor. And you got Tony and Chandler fighting. So why not? Why not?
Well, again,
Islam's-
I love the Tony Chandler fight, but you got to think that's just for like, yeah, here you go. You guys want the fight? Take it. This is what we got for you.
Yeah, no, I like that fight, but brings to the point though, like Islam deserves to be mentioned in this because he's on a tear right now. I think RDA makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, 100%. And in a 5-round fight that he looked good in 4 rounds. Yeah, you know what? That was just a kid that was hungry. It came out fucking.
And shout out to RDA because he's coming
Yeah.
back down, and looking good. No, he's not going up and looking good. He's coming back down to his home at 155, and I like that. Because like you know, like usually this is the time in their career when they go down and switch weight classes that they kind of get knocked out. And,
Yeah.
You know, and then you kind of see where they're at in their career. RDA is not that. I definitely see him in the title picture very soon if he keeps this up.
Yeah.
I really want to see him versus Islam. That's a fight to make.
Yeah.
Their camps hate each other. Like they're RDA and Khabib, they do not like each other, and that's carried over with the Islam. And that's the fight that we need to see. I think right now it makes sense for the personal, for the personal rivalries, and then it makes sense for the ranking too. I mean, they're both up there. One of them's got to fight for. Someone's got to fight for a title, and there's like 3, and like all the top 5 are matched up against each other, and that's awesome to me. I love that. So like let's see it. Let's figure it out. You know, whoever has the best performance, may the best man win.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that Connor's getting the next shot. I hope that. I don't want to be biased on this podcast. I just don't like it. I don't like. I mean, it's not nothing against Connor. Earn it.
Yeah.
You know, get a win. Like you're jumping over everybody. That's not right. Just to sell a few pay-per-views. Like, is anyone still interested in Conor McGregor at this point? Does he still like have the draw? Like, that's a serious question. Like that's a question that should be talked about now.
Well,
I mean, like at what point do we stop the buying this guy's pay-per-views? At what point do the casuals say, okay, he's not winning anymore, we're done, let's move on?
You think like Jake Paul's still? It's guys like Jake Paul that are still throwing his name around. Like he said it today or yesterday. Was like, yeah, I beat the. What did he actually say?
I'm talking about
I got it close.
The
actually.
MMA community too, though. Like they don't. Anytime Conor comes out, they're down.
Okay, so
down.
And this is what Jake Paul just
does that
tweeted
stop?
3 hours ago. He goes, "I'd KO McGregor in boxing or MMA."
I've seen that.
Like, and that's where that crap comes from. Like,
but no, it goes before that though. Like, when does these casuals stop buying Conor pay-per-views? You know what I mean? Like when because whenever he comes out, they come out. You know, and
I don't think anybody
Ireland
will.
comes out. Like at what point do like this guy's not winning anymore? This guy's not what he was. Let's move on.
I don't think anybody will. I think Conor's just that guy that everyone's gonna be like, okay, what's he doing next? How is he gonna do it next? Like Conor will always be that guy. Like it doesn't matter who he is or where he goes. He is the king of fighting, and he kind of after that fight with Mayweather, you got to think that was like the passing of the torch, like for the money man. Like
no, you're right. It's
and
just
then
weird.
you got guys like Logan Paul that.
Like it's just weird because like these, like normally in boxing there's got to be a reason, right? I mean like Deontay Wilder, knockout power, undefeated record, like it made sense. Tyson Fury, undefeated record, it made sense. That fight everyone wanted to see 3 times because it made sense, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And even now people want to see Deontay because he's a proven fighter, you know, and he hasn't lost to anyone but Tyson Fury.
I
and
think
Tyson
a
Fury's
lot of
undefeated. You know what I mean? These are real drugs.
Yeah.
Canelo going up and beating everybody, and he's on an absolute tear, like a 30 fight win streak, and like these are like that makes sense to me. Like people, but like Conor is like 1 in 5.
Yeah,
and people are still buying this pay-per-view. Like
and
it doesn't.
it's one every year.
I don't see the allure anymore, and I'm not trying to hate on Conor. Like I'm not. But I just don't see the allure anymore. Like, where is it? Like, where's this Mystic Mac that we seen at 145? Like, where's that guy? Maybe you should go down to 145 instead of bulking up and trying to take on these killers that are going to eat you. For real.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
There's some dangerous men up here, too.
You see the dude? He looks like a 185er right now. We're talking about Charles Oliveira?
He's going to have to pick middleweights, man.
He's gonna have to slim.
You can't slim with the way he looks right now. He looks like he's just filled right out.
That's what Dana said though the other night. He said the winner of Charles and Gaethje is getting Conor. So like Conor's that's got to be in the plans for him. Like why is he so swole right now? Like that tells me the weight cut's gonna get to him. That doesn't.
There's
bode
another
well.
excuse.
Exactly.
There's another excuse.
That's what it is.
Like he's got scapegoat after scapegoat after scapegoat. Go back to selling whiskey and leave the fight game to the fighters. You've had your time.
I'm not even.
The money changed the man.
To me, it's more the fans though, because like I said, these other stars in boxing and even in MMA, like Max makes sense. He's only lost a Volk. You know what I mean? Like these guys like are stars because they've made a name for themselves and they keep winning. And not even winning. They keep putting on performances. They don't get knocked over and they don't get compromised by leg kicks. You know what I mean?
100%. Like
it's crazy to me. These fans are cuckoo. Like stop buying the pay-per-view.
Do you think people would go back and watch Cejudo if he came back? Like he already said
I would.
He already said he's not going to do it. Like he talked
guy.
too much shit. He said
there's a star. There's a star without the talking shit. I mean, like Olympic gold medalist. Give me that.
Triple C.
There's a story. Getting the title. Give me that. Beat the best flyweight in the world. Love it. Came up. Beat another guy. Love it. Got the title. I mean, the guy is
Three division champion. It's
Unreal.
crazy.
Unreal. And he's still calling out guys. Like, he wants to go up again and be Volk.
Yeah, he wants to fight
I
guys.
like that fight for him. I don't know if he wins, but I like the fight. I don't know if he wins, but I like the fight. I don't know if anyone beats Volk right now, including Max Holloway.
I wish Max would come back, man. I miss Max. He was he's a good fighter. And
He's booked for some. Oh no, he's not. He's on the He came out the other day and said that he's down to fight the winner of the Korean Zombie, and Volk, and they both came out and trashed him, saying, "Then why aren't you fighting me right now? Why'd you pull out?" You know what I mean? Because he got cleared like a couple weeks ago. So like that. So I do think he's right in the mix too.
Yeah.
You know, if he maybe Korean Zombie gets injured, maybe Volk gets injured, and then there you go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they both fight and then he fights someone else. You know, that division's stacked right now. Calvin Cater's got maybe let's run it back with Calvin Cater. He just had a huge performance, right? But there's a fight.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway, what else you got for me, bro, guy?
This weekend, Santos is back against Ankalev. That's a big heavyweight fight because that's a stepping stone.
Is that light heavyweight?
Yeah, that's a light heavyweight. That's a stepping stone for the Russian.
That division's wide open too.
And that's a stepping stone for the Russian. Like,
you know, that division's wide open too. Either one of these guys, they win. They're right in the mix.
well, do you really think Santos is?
I think he's gotta be. I mean, who else is there in the light heavyweight division right now? So weak. I mean, you got Jiri.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I mean, Dominic Reyes is on 0-3 in his last three fights last three fights.
Yeah, you're right on that.
Who else is there? You know,
There's not a lot anymore, man. A lot of these names are.
like I don't even want to give the winner of this to Dominic Reyes because does he even deserve it anymore? And that's not even a knock on Dominic Reyes. Yeah, that's crazy to me, man.
It's so shooken up.
Anthony Smith is right back in the mix, and we were talking about him retiring like 4 months ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's crazy to me. But you know, you're only as good as your last performance, and Anthony Smith's last performance was spectacular.
And you can't even look at their records anymore because the light heavyweight division's all over the map. Like
John Jones really left that in shambles. But you know what? I don't know. We need another. That's the problem. We need new stars in the light heavyweight division.
Just listen to the records of the light heavyweight division right now. From 1 to 5, 33-7, 28-3-1, 28-9, 14-2, and 36-16.
It's fucking crazy.
The experience is unbelievable to begin with, but at the same time, it's like
we need new stars. Yeah.
But there's no big stars really, and
let's talk about that heavyweight division though.
It's getting wild up there,
bro. But no, honestly, I think this is a make or break for DeSantos too. You know, we still got so much to talk about because we touched on the Tony thing, but this is tied into that. I mean, like we're gonna get into Tony Chandler, don't you worry, but. I don't want to give that away too much, but it's kind of the same situation as Tony, right? I mean, if Dos Santos doesn't win here, maybe he's not getting cut, but maybe he's not getting a lot of big fights anymore.
I say he gets cut.
Yeah, maybe.
Because when you think about this, and I'm not trying to diss the man, he had a great career.
Oh, he did.
But he's done in the UFC. You got to go somewhere else.
He's been knocked out like 3 times too. You got to think, man.
And so you think you got Ngannou, Gain, Miocic, Tuivasa, Lewis, Blades. You have a lot of guys that can withstand this heavyweight division right now.
Yeah.
And if you want me to be frank, I think one guy needs to take the reins and really go and fight someone is Rosenstruck.
Yeah, well, he
is
coming off a win, is he not?
Yeah, but he's dangerous. He needs to take a little bit more fights. Tuivasa, another guy. You look at the champion right now, and then you look at Tuivasa. It looks like a mismatch, but when you get them in the ring, I want to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm down.
It's a matchup nightmare.
So that's a great segue. Stipe and Tai Tuivasa was just announced yesterday.
Yeah.
And there's a banger. Take my money. Is that on pay-per-view? Is that the main event?
That should be on pay-per-view.
If it's a fight night, that's a banging fight night. We need a new banging fight night for a while. We haven't had a really good one in a long time, you know? That's like a Kane or Dos Santos Fox one, you know? That's
100%.
That's a big one. That's a good pay-per-view too. I'd buy that pay-per-view, you know? Sure.
Now,
strap an interim on there because we don't know about what's on with Francis. You could do that.
100% you do that.
You could totally do that. That Marcus the fight. Winner against Francis. Give me that.
Everybody's on weight for tomorrow too. I was just thinking about that.
That's good to see. Because, like, the nightmare we had last weekend, like, that's...
Oh,
good
even
revenge.
okay. So speaking of it, Junior Dos Santos signs with Eagle FC to debut May 20th.
Yeah, I like that.
So he's gone.
Yeah, gone. See ya. What about Khabib scooping up all these fighters, man?
Yeah,
He's got a good roster. He's got Brow over there, too. I forgot about that. Henan Brow.
yeah,
He's on Eagle FC. Kevin Lee.
yeah.
I don't
A
know,
lot of those guys
I
are
don't
going
like that
that way.
Diego Sanchez fight at all. I think Diego needs to hang it up, I think. You know? This
So-
is not a good matchup for him at all.
Do you think Masvidal's done, or do you think he comes? Who does he fight then?
Nate.
Rematch Nate?
Nick. I mean, like, those are the type of fights that we see Masvidal, I think. You know, fights that are exciting, fun. Fight. I don't think he's never fighting for the title again.
No.
I'll say that, and I don't think he's gonna compete to fight for the title again. I think his best fight is just to take the big fights. Why not? That's what the fights we want to see anyway. You know, no one we all kind of knew what we were gonna get in this fight. We just wanted to see if it could happen. But you know,
Yeah.
but it's not. You know, there's not too many guys in the top 5 I see Masvidal really beating. And if we're being honest, if he didn't land the knee on Ben, we wouldn't even be talking about this right now.
Yeah,
Because he'd be probably retired.
yeah.
Not retired, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't be in the top
100%.
5 or even 15. So, yeah, Masvidal, Nate, Nick, like, there's a lot of good fights for him. Connor, like, big fights like that. Those are the type of fights Masvidal needs to entertain. And, yeah, I think he's not done. I think he's probably got 3 or 4 years left. Lots of money to be made, too. But no title fights.
So switch gears. We haven't talked about boxing in a long time.
Let's do it.
David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant in negotiations
The
for
reason-
September 22.
I want to make it known that boxing and MMA share 50-50. The reason we haven't talked about boxing is because it's been late.
Yeah,
Last couple months.
it
It's
has been late.
When we talked about Canelo a little bit.
It's speeding up a little bit here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we got
Benavidez and who?
Benavidez and Caleb Plant.
Oh, okay.
September 22.
When was that announced? I missed that.
It's not. It's in negotiations
Okay,
still, so
okay.
that could be on the tables.
Cool. I like Caleb Plant. I do.
I want to see
I
him get
do.
some run back on
He
that.
did well against Canelo.
He did.
I like that.
It
That's
was a good fight.
Yeah,
It was entertaining.
Yeah, give me that. Caleb Plant's gonna win, I think.
So, and then the
Knockout.
other one, this is May 14th, book it, is Sergey Kovalev versus Trevil Pulev.
Ooh,
So you
Kovalev
read the
coming
name.
back. Yeah. Yeah, Pulev.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. They're both kind of like. No, I went. Yeah, I guess they're both over the mountain a little bit, huh?
A little bit over the mountain,
Both of
but
'em.
trying to come back in.
That's a fun fight. Really fun fight. Give me Pulev, underdog. I like that. But Kovalev's no slouch either.
No, he's not a slouch. I was just thinking that what if he comes out and wins
But
this?
the chin on him's got to be suspect because he got laid out against Canelo. That one shot, right? But it's Canelo, I guess. At
Yeah.
light heavyweight, though, too. Like, one shot.
So another little thing is Eddie Hearn.
What's
So
up?
Eddie Hearn says Anthony Joshua wants a real fighter for the interim title bout.
Oh, man. I don't want to get too political here. Usyk,
Man.
I respect the hell out of you, man. I would do the same thing. Defending his country, man. We might, like, there's a real possibility that we never see the Klitschko brothers again, Usyk again. Like, they're literally on the front lines right now, defending their country, and that's commendable, Josh. Like,
Yeah.
That's so, like, and I love that as much of a prick as Anthony Joshua is, he hasn't said like no shit about it. You know,
Yeah,
he's like,
you can't say
yeah,
anything,
you can't.
yeah.
Like, that's respectable. Who do I
Now-
want to see Anthony Joshua face?
How about this? Wait for this one. Eddie Hearn was kind of on fire, so he goes, Fury knows how much bigger he'd be if I was promoting him.
Come on. Well, no, I wouldn't say bigger because the thing about Tyson Fury is he doesn't need a promoter. You
No,
know,
he's
he is the promoter.
He's
He
got
is.
the Fury bloodline.
It didn't matter if he was with Top Rank or, you know, with some bum.
Fuck, who
he-
promoted the Tommy Fury fight?
Who knows?
Tyson.
Yeah.
Did you see that interview?
Yeah. You know, that's the thing about Tyson Fury. I mean, look, he doesn't need Bob Arum. He doesn't need anybody. Tyson Fury is. It's like an anomaly. It's like a sideshow. Not a sideshow. I don't want to say that, but it's like, you know what I mean. Like it's it's a show.
Yeah.
And it's a great show. Everyone wants to watch it. Everyone wants to see what happens. He talks so well, but he fights better. I love it. And that's totally categorically false. It doesn't matter who had Tyson Fury. He would be where he is today, and regardless. But I do like Eddie Hearn, so I'm not gonna get too much onto him. But like that's a stupid statement. It really is.
Now,
Back to the Anthony Joshua thing, though.
yeah.
I do have a hot take. There's a fighter. Before I say this, who do you got? Who do you want to see, Anthony? There's nothing that really pops up, right? Not really. I mean, like there's
there
here and there.
is.
But I got one guy. There's one guy that I have in mind.
I have a one in mind too.
1-1. There's one guy you got to run back with, AJ. You've been ducking and diving. He's looking slimmer.
Looking fast. He's looking fast.
He still hits like a Mexican. He's still got the chin of a Mexican. Give me Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua
Give
for
me
the
Rocky.
title.
Give me my
Winner-
Mexican Rocky.
Winner gets Tyson Fury or Usyk, and that's the fight to make right
Yeah,
now. Usyk
100%.
and Anthony and AJ or Usyk and Andy Ruiz, both fun fights.
Unreal fight.
Both fun fights. And Anthony Joshua's a pussy for not fighting Andy Ruiz by now, by the way, because he's fought some scrubs.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what? If he ducks him, the only
AJ.
other man
Scott.
he has to be, the only other man it can be, it's got to be Deontay.
Yeah. Oh.
Let me see
I don't think that's gonna happen. I'll tell you right
something
now.
like
they're not
that.
gonna
Oh
pay him.
my
They're not gonna
God.
pay him. And Deontay won't do it unless it's more like cross promotion. I don't think that's what they're looking for right now.
But oh my
They-
God, that's what I would.
That's the problem I got with those guys because they talk like we'll fight anybody. And I'm not saying Eddie Hearn because I like Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
I'm talking specifically here to AJ. Like they'll say we'll fight anybody, and AJ will fight anybody, and we want a good big name. Do you? Then work the deal out with Deontay because there's a big name you don't want to fight. Work the deal out with Andy Ruiz. There's a big name you don't want to fight. I mean, like they talk a big game, but he's gonna end up fighting the winner of that Pula fight. You know what I mean? I bet you my left dollar that's the fight. I'm not gonna say anything, but don't be surprised if they pull that kind of trash and then they sell Pula as this big heavy hitter because he gets this knockout. Nah. No.
Kovalev's on a fucking.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Kovalev's on a short leg too. You gotta.
Kolev too, but that's what I'm saying though. Like
Real
be
boxing
surprised.
fans know, and that's why we're telling you here. Like, I kind of got that feeling with you. If it's one of those, you're not fighting Wilder because you know you can, but you can't, and you're not fighting Ruiz because you know you can, and you got a whole bunch of reasons, but you can't. You're scared. You can't fight these guys.
Oh, shout out Zoltarani. He had a birthday yesterday. I forgot to say happy birthday to him.
Yeah.
I said happy birthday today, but you know what? Doesn't mean
We're in
much.
boxing.
So, from Beyond the Gloves and Tape to you, Phenom, happy birthday. I can't wait to see you fight this summer. It's going down. It got postponed because of COVID, but guess what? COVID's going away.
Yeah, March
That's what the
21st
government
in
told me.
Canada.
That's what the government told me. March 21st, COVID's gone. Packing its bags. See you later. You don't matter anymore. We're
Get
good
back
now.
to normality.
But right now you do. You're here now. But
And
your
then,
bags
you
are being
know
packed.
what we gonna do, boy? We going on some road trips.
Your closet's getting emptied. You're moving out. Evicted. Done. March 21st, we're coming with the RCMP. You're getting in your cab. And you're going back to China. Oh, that's a bad one. That's going to get us censored, I think. Maybe we cut that in the edit, huh? Ooh.
Or we let it ride. That was a good shot.
But you're going somewhere. You're going somewhere.
Get rid of it.
Okay. What
No.
else we got to talk about today?
But we also got some news. So when COVID finally rolls its rear head to a stop, we are going on the road.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Beyond the Gloves and Tape is going on the in road.
Let's go. I'm down.
We're going on the motherfucking road.
go.
I'll say it.
We'll be at the Zolt's fight, too.
Yeah,
Oh, we'll
we're
be
gonna
live.
be going. We're gonna go to a bunch of fights. We're gonna live location these fights.
Let's do
We're
amateurs.
gonna be at the Hershey Center, the Hershey Center,
Let's do it.
Mississauga,
Let's do it.
Scotiabank Arena, Toronto.
Yeah, baby.
We're gonna be everywhere.
I'm down. Hey, let's try to get some amateurs in here. We got some interviews coming up too.
Yeah.
But let's try to get some amateurs on the show, and let's try to go to some amateur cards and showcase what's coming up.
Yeah.
What's
This is
next?
like if you're an up and coming fighter and want to get up on here, man, come shoot the shit with your boys.
Hey, get the merch. Get the merch, bro. Right here.
Find her.
Get that merch.
Find it everywhere. We got hats. We got friggin' banners, T-shirts, mouse pads,
Oh, yo, the mouse pads. Forgot about that. That's fire.
mask, everything,
Get a
bro.
mouse
We got everything.
Get a mouse pad, bro. Look at
Bam.
this. Back in your computer screens, and we're on the desk too. Okay? Come on.
We're everywhere, baby.
We're everywhere. Okay? Yeah, baby. Hey, if you guys didn't tune in to the live,
Always catch us on YouTube.
I have that announcement. Beyond the Gloves and Tape is officially partnered with Aero Styles. New music on the way. Interviews on the way.
Yeah.
This next year is going to be fire. It's coming up. So look out for that. Partnership with Aero Styles. Big announcement. That was it. I don't know how excited you want me to say. We don't have any emojis or
Yeah.
anything.
No news just
We
yet.
don't have no horns.
No.
Aero
Yeah.
Styles announcement. It's fire though. Like, I'm pumped about it. It's gonna be fire. Josh, anything else today?
Anything else other than the Romero Davis fight coming up? That's
Ooh,
a
that's a
big
good fight.
fight.
Yeah, that is
That's
a
a
good
May 28th fight. That's
Yeah.
coming. That's actually coming up pretty quick.
Hey man, we're pulling for Kane. It sucks that you
Yeah.
did that. Man, why did you do that? Because I love Kane. You know? And like,
It's crazy, man.
and I don't fault him for doing that, because I do believe that like, if he would have shot him, it would probably been worth it. But you didn't shoot him. That's the
Yeah.
thing. You know, like, you didn't shoot him. You missed. Damn. You should have just beat him up. You're an MMA super. So you should have beat the pulse out of him. You know.
Jesus, man.
But hey, thanks for tuning in. Episode 15 in the books. Supposed to you, Nana. I love you. Rest in peace. Lost
We'll
you on
talk to
Monday.
you guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
We'll talk to you guys later.